MLB's always a great show. We'll be back to get this thing started after this. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show brings you the MLB All-Star Game. It's the American League All-Stars and the National League All-Stars. John Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton. Singy, always special when we get together to call the All-Star Game.
Well, we've done a lot of these together, and sometimes you come in and think, ho-hum, another year. But once you look and you see these all-star players, their uniforms on, them interacting with one another, you realize just how special it is. It's going to be a great one tonight.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, Spencer Strider.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the...
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Well, off the bat, I thought for sure it had enough to get out of here, but that wind's kind of blowing in from left, and I think that's what made the difference.
And a foul ball. Right side, hard hit. Throw on to Freeman, and Seager is set down. Here's Mike Trout. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Well, you know, with 2 out and nobody on, it's going to take something special to get a run across, so why not? You got some pop. Swing for the fences.
Into the outfield, base hit. And that gives Aaron Judge a chance to hit with 2 out. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Big time power. Right through there for a strike.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Judge comes up empty there.
Up on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
Line drive, base hit. To third. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
So 2 aboard and 2 out, scoreless game. Yordan Alvarez getting ready to hit. Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here. He powers that one out of here. And it gives him the lead in the first. It's 3-0. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time.
So 2 down. Now it's Randy Arozarena. Hit hard on the ground to short. Tosses to first. They get the out on Arozarena. Out number 3. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here. Now it's the power speed combo. Ronald Acuna Jr. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed. Quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? And a foul ball.
Yeah, he's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch. Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
1 down, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. The pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Ripped to short. The throw to first. And Betts is gone.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Freddie Freeman stands in now and watches strike one. And a big swing and a miss.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take. And we're back. New inning getting started. And here's the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. Strider back to work. In the air, left field. Carroll moves towards it. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. And it sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
So, man aboard. Josh Young now at the plate. That one ripped left field. Carroll going back. That's long gone. He jacks that one out to left. It's 5-zip. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you've got to love the effort in left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
Jonah Heim now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. That one lifted to left. Dives, but it falls. Could be extra bases. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. Manager out of the dugout now. Corbin Burns taking over on the mound.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Here's Marcus Semien. Fly to left his first time. Lined, and that's a base hit. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Now it's Corey Seager. Freeman over to second for one. Return throw to first, double play. And the run scores from third.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Now Trout gets a chance to hit. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. Right through there for a strike. This one in the air. Arcia has a beat on it and makes the grab, and that'll do it. Back at Globe Life Field, and the batter now, Nolan Arenado. Foul ball.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Swung on, belted. This one's got a chance. Hits the fence. Around first and hustling for second. And it's a double. Their first hit in this one. Luis Ariz stands in. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. In the air, left field. And it stays fair. Around third. He'll score. It's 6-1.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Joe McDonald, our umpire behind the dish.
Yeah, Boog, Joey Mack. Sometimes a little tough to figure out. We may see some hitters and pitchers asking him where a pitch was here or there, but most of the time he keeps it reasonable.
The catcher,
Long run across in the frame so far. Bottom half of inning number 2. And it's 1-1. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Man at second. Caught him looking for the K. Here's Orlando Arcia. That's out to center field. Trout is there. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. All set for the start of the inning. It's Aaron Judge now. Burns back to work. Ripped to third. Arenado to first in time. Judge out on the play. Here's Yordan Alvarez. He's already homered here in this one. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Josiah Gray up and throwing for manager Torey Lovullo. Williams also throwing. Kicks and fires. Gets a piece and stays alive.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else, and you can't pull the trigger.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Throw on to Freeman, and that is that. No runs. Back in Arlington as we go to the last of the third. This is Corbin Carroll. And first offering is fouled off. Here comes a pitch. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Acuna batting with 1 down, takes a strike. 1 out, bases empty. Next offering is in for a strike. Got him. 2 down.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
2 outs, base is empty. Now here is Mookie Betts. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. That's a base hit. And Freddie Freeman with a chance to make an impact with 2 away.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Line drive, and that's base hit out into center field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Here's Nolan Arenado. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. To the right side. Fires over to first. And they get Arenado for the out. Inning over. So they strand a pair. On to inning number 4. It's a Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the fourth, Josiah Gray.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And there's a foul ball. The line to kick the pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Kicks and deals. That's towards center. And Acuna able to make the grab. And there's one down. And now the catcher comes up to him. Jonah Heim doubled in his first AB. That one hammered center field. Acuna moving back. And that one's gone. And they tack one on the board. It's 7-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Now it's Marcus Semien, 1 for 2. On the ground, and that squirts through. And here's Corey Seager to hit. Foul ball there. One run across in the frame so far. Top half of inning number 4. That one is absolutely belted. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Here's Trout. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. A gigantic blast. It's their second home run of the inning, and they tack on 3. It's 10-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the day.
Devin Williams into the game.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Base knock center field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Wastes no time there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Alvarez in the box again. Takes the strike. There's a swing and a drive. Betts going back. Going, gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a couple more. It's 12-1. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here.
So 1 out, nobody on. Randy Arozarena digs in now. That one fouled off. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And that one is lifted in the air. Acuna after it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Yandy Diaz now.
Yandy Diaz.
Now this is in the air down the line. Hauls it in to end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Arias. And foul ball. In the air, out towards left center.
I feel like I've seen more balls. This is speaking as a former outfielder, former center fielder, but more balls in this game just out of the reach. Sometimes the angle's not great. Other times, just got to give credit because the hitters hit the ball really hard. It jumped off the bat. But one thing we do know is warmer temperatures are very, very favorable for the hitters.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. So here's Murphy now. Hit hard, base hit. Around third. He'll score easily, and it's now 12-2.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
And that one fouled off. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Got him looking. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. Now fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Stepping in, Corbin Carroll. Line drive, base hit. J.D. Martinez headed home. He scores. It's 12-3.
Picks himself up an RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So the lineup flips over, and now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. 0-1. In there at the knees for a strike. Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes the catch. So first and second with 2 outs. Now it's Mookie Betts. And he takes a strike. That smash towards center. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Across is the runner from first. 12-5 is our score.
Everything came together for him. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
And at first, Freddie Freeman, the next to hit. Ground ball up the middle. Finds its way through, base hit. So 2 on with 2 away. Here's Nolan Arenado.
No.
That misses the zone, and
One
it's
ball.
1-0.
No strike.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
The pitch. Bounced out to short. They get the force. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We're headed to... And we're back. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Josh Young. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
No
Williams
ball.
in his 5th season, 29 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Out there to center. Acuna there. Brings it in. And there's 1 away. Here's the catcher, Jonah Heim. He's already homered in this game. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. This one in the air. On the move. Hauls it in for the out. Back to the top of the lineup, Marcus Semien getting ready to hit. Hammer, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Seager stands in now, 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Semien off of first with 2 away. That's hard hit on the line. Brings it in for the 3rd out. American ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Luis Arias. And that's in for a strike. And he pumps it a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Here's the 0-2. Right through there, got him. And 1 away.
Man, how many times do you see 3 fastballs in an at-bat like that? I'm sure once he got to 2 strikes, he was trying to stay back for something off speed and just not ready for that 3rd fastball.
Martinez in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-2.
Ripped to third and caught.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you're that. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
Murphy in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. Right through there for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street.
And that'll do it.
Well, as much action as there was in this one, really impressive performance from the bats on the winning side. They gave up quite a few runs, but they still blew them out of the water. They have to be feeling pretty good about themselves offensively right now.
12-5 is your final. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shelby. Thanks for joining us.